Let's talk about my second turtle. Managing and maintaining your relationships. Now, whenever we think relationships, we usually think people, but I want to give you a point. Relationships occur between any two things, any two places, any two people, or any two combinations thereof. Any two fill in the blank actions, any two whatever. We use the term, well, that's not related. Well, you know what? Because you think it's not, but there's a relationship between the stuff. I want you to be able to focus on 5 types of relationships. Now, what are those 5 types of relationships? They're your relationship with information, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with other people, your relationship with time, and then your relationship with everything else. Now, in between any two things, there's relationship, you and time, you and stuff, you and your drink, you and your wife, you and your dog. It's you are part of every relationship that you're in. And incidentally, you're part of every decision you make. And if you listened to my first turtle, then you understand that you are actively responsible for any of these things. At least a little bit. Some things occur, and you may have a role in that occurring, but you happen. Remember that. So, back to relationships. Relationships with information. If you can't process the stuff coming in, and all the inputs coming in from around us, then you can't really make any cognizant decisions about how to manage your relationships. Once you figure that out, and I can probably help you with that, then you can move on to the second step, and that is relationship with yourself. Whether you like yourself, hate yourself, know yourself is the first step. You got to know who you are and what you're about. So that takes some introspection, but we can work on that as well. That's another time. Then you've got to have your relationship with other people. Now, when you have your relationship with other people, that is when we start making your leadership. That's when we start making your friendly relationships, your romantic entanglements, all of these things. Though that is where you start managing and maintaining those and building those. And while you're part of every single one of those, the key is it's not about you. So once you have all of those, then you can move on to your relationships with time. Then there's 3 flavors of time, believe it or not. Your relationship with your future, relationship with your present, and relationship with your past. And once you have all of those, your relationship with information, relationship with yourself, relationship with people, and your relationship with 3 flavors of time, then you can focus on your relationship with everything else. What's everything else? Money, your job, your career, all of these things. All of these things require different focus. So those 5 relationships, if you can maintain and build those, that's your second turtle.